A fresh batch of leaked messages from Hillary Clinton's campaign shows panic over Barack Obama's reaction to her use of a private email server when she was Secretary of State. The leaks also revealed disturbing calls from a top Clinton advisor to, quote, clean up President Obama's emails to Hillary Clinton. Caleb Mopan reports.
When the news broke that Hillary Clinton had used her private server for classified government emails, Barack Obama said he had heard about it in the news reports, just like everyone else.
At the same time, everybody else learned it through news reports. The policy of my administration is to encourage transparency. Hillary is instructed that those emails that had to do with official business need to be disclosed.
Now, a new email leaked by WikiLeaks shows Hillary Clinton's inner circle scrambling to cover up the fact that Barack Obama had actually emailed Hillary Clinton at this private email address that she had set up with a private server. Hillary Clinton's team is emailing each other back and forth and saying that they want to, quote, clean up the fact that Barack Obama had emailed Hillary Clinton at this private server. Now, Joshua Earnest, the White House press secretary, he said that Hillary Clinton had communicated with Barack Obama via this private email address. He said it really shouldn't be a surprise to think that the Secretary of State and the President of the United States would communicate via email.
The President, as I think many people expected, did over the course of his first several years in office trade emails with his Secretary of State. I would not describe the number of emails as large, but they did have the occasion to email one another. And the point that the President was making is not that he didn't know Secretary Clinton's email address. He did. But he was not aware of the details of how that email address and that server had been set up, or how Secretary Clinton and her team were planning to comply with the Federal Records Act.
This means that one of two things is probably true. Number one, Barack Obama didn't know what email address he was sending things to, which is possible. That's probably the case, that the president has much better things to do with his time than check what email addresses he's sending things to. Or two, that he wasn't being 100% honest when he said that he had heard about the Hillary Clinton email scandal first on the news and had no idea what she was doing with the private server. Caleb Mopan, RT, New York.
Private investigator Charles Ortel says President Obama chose to turn a blind eye to Hillary using her private email server.
It is preposterous that President Obama, he's so busy, he's choosing to open emails, wouldn't have noticed that this came from a private address as opposed to a .gov address. It's simply preposterous. I mean, the big question here is not the minutia. The big question is, the big issue is that this is the first senior cabinet official, and mind you, Secretary of State over here is a big job. This is the first senior person to exclusively send and receive emails over a private system. So a conscious decision was made here by the Clinton team to keep all of her traffic outside normal channels, and then to retain it after she had left. This reeks.
Americans will vote for their next president on November the 8th, but some say the race for the White House is already a done deal. RT's In the Now looks at which candidate is already being tipped for glory.